altering. I'm not picking up the coffee, making it stronger or weaker. It's just altering it.
Now, are you sure it's the caffeine or is it the coffee itself?
Thread, do you want to just give me a roll plus mind?
Yes. That's a 5. Okay.
Never mind, keep going.
Reeza, I'm actually on his side. Here, kitty.
I've seen you guys on high amounts of caffeine. It's never good.
No, it's great.
No,
It feels good.
It does feel good.
not for everyone else.
Little is good, more must be better.
No. Oh my god.
I figure caffeine is the magic part of coffee, so if it's like sugar and caffeine, that'll make it even better, right?
How about this? I'll grab some old grounds. If Catherine will let me have some. And where's the caffeine? Is it Catherine or
Catherine.
Just call her Captain.
Or cat.
Captain. What? No,
Not calling her Cat.
Cat is someone else. I'm gonna call her Captain.
Yeah, okay, you do that? Wow, I sounded like my brother for a second.
That was a voice actor comment there.
I'm gonna go grab some coffee grounds, and whomever it comes to first is the winner.
Yeah, that's gonna be me. Here, kitty.
However you can explain being a winner on either one of these.
Can I go inside and get some old coffee grounds?
Yeah, I'll say you're able to do that. They're busy and you know how to be sneaky, so you're able to do that. While she does that, Reeza, roll to figure someone out as you're trying to puzzle out what's going on here.
This is mind again?
Yes, roll with mind.
4.
Continue.
I know nothing.
Setting up a caffeine trap sounds like a really good idea.
I know, right?
I'm always dubious of their plans, but it's all we got right now.
Here, kitty.
Maybe it's a ghost that of someone who is addicted to caffeine and they just still can't kick the habit.
Oh, hey, before anything pops up, can I smell anything out of ordinary back here? With my sniffer?
I guess just roll plus... What's a good stat for sniffing? Do you have a move that lets you sniff out things?
I've got the bloodhound thing where it's when you hunt someone, but that's, I don't know if that would be it.
And that might be help later, but
Yeah.
since it's roll with blood, I'll just have you roll with blood.
Roll with blood.
As you sniff around, using instincts.
I got an 8.
You do smell something. You smell some supernatural creature that... It seems familiar. Might have been a minute since you dealt with them, and would you like to roll to put a face to a name?
That's mine again, right?
Yes.
5. My mind ain't what she used to be.
Can I assist in some way?
Yeah, describe how you assist Reeza. Reeza, what are you doing as you're trying to figure this out?
I'm pacing a little up and down the alley,
Sniffing?
sniffing, like just taking like slow, deep breaths.
Okay. I don't know what I can do to assist. Besides sniff along and hope that I smell something.
You could also ask, like, hey, what have you noticed? And have a conversation.
Yeah, what are you noticing? Maybe I can help. I've got some files in my head.
Some type of like magical creature, mystical creature.
That describes everybody in the Queen City.
It's somewhat familiar, but it's not something I've dealt with for a while.
Okay. Can I roll?
You could also share the conversation that was had about ghosts, because I don't...
Oh, okay.
That
Well, this is coming from normies, so ghost. Oh, maybe? I mean, in an alley, in a coffee shop, maybe? I don't know.
In this town, they're just about everywhere.
You have a point. Okay.
So, roll to lend a hand. You are going to roll with their circle, which would be Shifter is Knight. Which Shifter we are using the Wolf playbook.
Okay, so I'm rolling with her knight.
You roll with Knight because she is Knight.
I roll with my knight.
Yes.
6.
Not quite. Has to be 7 to 9.
0. What do you make of all this?
What do I make of this?
Normie's talking about ghosts and spirits and things flitting around. Reeza smelling something that is old and she hasn't dealt with it in a while, and it's attracted to coffee. May or may not be the caffeine in it.
Is it a sweaty nerd?
Not ruling it out.
No. I try not to deal with those very often.
Okay. Hang on. Let me think.
Roll to put a face to a name, or name to a face.
Actually, that's gonna be a 7.
Okay. On hit, you know the reputation. So, just thinking about it, putting the pieces together, this is probably some kind of ghoul. Not your typical ghost. Sometimes there's certain types of beings that call themselves ghouls that gain power or solidity by feeding on things. Coffee is a bit of a new one, but there might be something in how she makes the coffee, maybe, or something to do with the grounds. But whatever it is, would explain the shift that you felt in the magic. So a ghoul found that, hey, these beans are something special, and has been feeding off of them for a couple of days now. Which could be fine, but it could also be problematic.
Alright, so I'm not particularly an expert on these things, but blah blah blah, explain, la la la. So, yeah, it could be problematic, or it could be nothing. I'm banking on nothing. Here, kitty.
Of course you are. I'm banking on something.
I'm banking on problematic.
Okay, so we have all of our bases covered. So, is there a dumpster I can look behind or in?
You mean that one over there?
Yeah. Can I look in it or behind it or check it out with an EMF reader?
Yeah, it's full of smelly trash.
It's full of smelly trash. You kitty! You pretty kitty!
I will remind you there's also a move called Hit the Streets where you can reach out to people for information or supplies of some sort. Also, you've heard this thing usually mostly messes around later in the day, and it's early in the day. When you roll to hit the streets, name who you're going to and roll with their circle. So you can also make up a character who is in the area that is a night owl.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog?
Was a good friend of mine.
He sells me wine. He sells me wine. It's mighty fine wine. He likes to peer out of his window with a telescope, not into other people's houses, and like binoculars and like night watch, and look for cool things. He is a normie, but he is in with the...
He's aware.
He's aware and like chummy. And he sells shifter whiskey, and he sells like some nice shifter stouts, and you know, he's a pal.
So you will be rolling with Mortalis.
9.
Alright, on hit they're available and have the stuff. On a 7 to 9 choose one. Whoever you're going to is juggling their own problems, or whatever you need is more costly than anticipated.
More costly than anticipated.
Alright, so you go over to Jeremiah's and knock on the door.
Yeah. Hey, let's go check out Jeremiah's place. Do you guys know him?
You mean the bullfrog?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna say he's like a short, stout guy, and he's got like those giant jowls, and he has this habit of puffing up his cheeks when he doesn't know something, like, and that's why we call him the bullfrog.
Reeza, do you want to roll to put a name to a face to see if you are familiar with this person?
I would hope I would know him if he sells shifter stout.
We'll just see how well you know him.
I got a 12.
Okay. Not only do you know him, you've dealt with him before. Do you want to learn something interesting and useful about him, or do you want him to owe you a debt?
No, he sells good shifter stout. I want to know something interesting.
He's got a twin brother that's a shifter. There's still questions as to how he's not.
Interesting.
That's how he's in on the community. Okay, that makes a little bit of sense.
That makes so much sense.
But for the longest time, he didn't know.
Huh.
And then he found out, and he was super cool with it. His brother had been worried, and it's fine. His brother co-owns the business, you just don't see him very much.
That is so cool.
Also, either that or you don't realize you see him, because they're identical twins.
I'd assume there'd be some differences. Also, I'd be able to smell if he was a shifter or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, cannot fool me.
They are able to occasionally, get one over on the normies with just dressing similarly. Because, even when there are differences, if someone's not looking that closely, I've seen this actually happen in one of my classes. You can't tell when twins have switched places.
Oh yeah, I have a couple sets of twin cousins. And definitely get them mixed up regularly.
Okay, so I knock on Jeremiah the bullfrog's door.
The door to his shop, or...
No, it's his apartment.
Okay.
He lives above a shop.
Gotcha. That makes sense. I mean, if you own a shop, why not live above your shop? That cuts down your commute so much. He's here. Just a minute.
Come on, bullfrog!
Oh, hey there. He opens the door. So, hey, what's going on? What can I help you with? Oh, hey, Reeza.
Hey, Jeremiah.
hi, Jeremiah.
Oh, God, no.
Okay, can we come in for a minute? I'd like to use your binoculars. Maybe your telescope, just to see what I can see. Please, Jeremiah.
Roll to persuade an NPC.
8.
Alright. On a 7 to 9, they counter your offer or demand payment, a debt, favor, resources, before agreeing to follow through.
I won big at the casino a while back.
Wait.
Time
That's
left.
season 2.
Season 2. Okay, that's...
This is in an ambiguous time, probably before seasons, because Reeza is still a shifter.
Okay. I can... I'll take some money from Anne's debts, and I'll put it towards Valentine's debts to you this month. Please. I can shift the book so Valentine doesn't notice either. I can also steer more traffic your way.
That's the ticket. Alright, come on in. Don't you touch anything, pointing at Zero.
Hands up in the air, though. I'm looking at everything.
Thank you.
That was Angela, not Zero. I've got... Yeah, I'm looking at things.
Hands in pockets.
Yeah, hands in your pockets, Zero.
You know, there's a lot of stuff in my pockets.
Talking like part of me feels like another place that the bullfrog nickname comes from is because that's his brother's form. He's a frog shifter.
Yes!
So, thank you for giving me the excuse to make that canon. That somewhere we have a bullfrog shifter.
I'm writing that down.
Dustin and Aiden are gonna love me.
Oh, I've already written it down.
So, what is it you're trying to find?
So you know the coffee shop down the way? Can you see that from here?
Can't see all of it, but I can see like where the back entrance exits out.
Oh, awesome! Have you, like, at night, do you check it out at all? I mean, I know the coffee shop's closed at night, but is there anything you've seen? Or, because we've been hearing a lot of weird stuff, and frankly, we're drawing a blank, and we're kind of at a standstill. We need your help.
So, I'm gonna do a thing. It's not necessarily a mechanic of this game, it is just a thing I do for probability of things.
Do it.
High or low?
Low.
I just rolled the dice and it was like D20 was the first one that popped up. Guess what I just rolled?
Natural 20?
Yep.
Oh no!
Can't say that I have. I'm usually looking in the other direction. There's some interesting activity going on, and there's like a couple street magicians that live in this area, so it's probably catching some of their weird magic stuff. I can't say I've really paid that much attention to the coffee shop. Are you trying to find anything in particular, or?
Well, we've heard that we can you keep a secret?
Certainly.
Yeah?
Yeah?
I mean, you know a lot of secrets. Never mind. Okay. That was silly of me to ask. I apologize if I have offended your honor, sir. We think there's a ghoul back there.
Those are real too?
Reeza, was I not supposed to say that?
He's got a shifter twin brother. Honestly, I'm surprised he's not aware that there's a lot more things out there that most people are actually aware of.
I am aware of that. I just didn't know ghouls were on that list.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I feel like for Thread and Zero, this is the first you've heard of him having the twin brother.
Yes.
Wait, you have a twin brother?
Yeah, sometimes he manages the shop whenever I have to call in sick. You don't think I work every single day, do you? How do you think I get all the shifter stout?
I did think you worked every single day. I thought you just forgot my face a lot.
I thought you had an illusory double.
No, that would be cool.
You guys know the bullfrog shifter, right?
This is the bullfrog. I thought it. Never mind. Nothing about your cheeks. Your cheeks are beautiful and perfect. No matter what they say.
Okay, so there's no illusory double.
Nope, just my brother, at least, unless there's something else he wasn't telling me.
What's his name so I know?
So it's your brother who turns into the bullfrog, not your illusory double.
I don't think we have an illusory double, and my brother's name is Zach.
That would be an illusory triple.
Depends on who the illusionary's double is of. Just because you've got twins doesn't mean it's a double, or it would be triple.
You got a point.
Because there's always small differences on twins. Hence, one of them is a shifter.
That makes a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't.
Still kinda sad that skipped my side.
Yeah, that's been a question for the shifter community for a while. How that happened.
That's just weird.
Yes, so I've gathered. It finally made sense after he told me why so many people would come in and just look at me like I had two heads.
Because, oh, I get it, because he did technically have two heads. His shifter head and his red.
Not how he meant that, but that is also a good point.
And you've probably been told things that normally you would not have been told of when people think that you might be your brother. But the shifters would know.
Yep.
Okay, well, can we hang out here for a bit?
Can I use your bathroom?
No.
No.
Only with a chaperone.
Oh, you're no fun.
Not it!
I'm not taking him to the bathroom.
Looks like Jeremiah's going with you.
He's like, I'm not chaperoning him. I've gotta get to work soon. Sorry, y'all are gonna have to find somewhere else to hang out.
Can I borrow your binoculars? I promise Zero won't... No, I can't promise that.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you!
I might have, and he dicks around. Okay, so I believe Zach told me these are good for spotting magical things. They're kind of useful. Don't break them, but I do have an extra. You have been listening to a Caffeine Conniption, a graveyard tape side quest in the game of Urban Shadows, featuring Caitlin as Reeza, Rick the Whitebird as Threadripper, and Angela Dumalog as Zero Day, with Brianna G as the keeper/producer. Urban Shadows is an urban fantasy tabletop role-playing game in which mortals and monsters vie for control of a modern-day city, a political battleground layered just under the reality we think we know. It's based on the Powered by the Apocalypse system, and you can find it at Magpie Games.